I spent an entire week complaining about my neighbor's dog only to discover it wasn't a dog. For an entire week, I was convinced my neighbor had gotten a new dog. Every morning around 6 a.m., I would hear strange barking noises outside my window. The sound was loud, repetitive, and somehow always managed to wake me up before my alarm. After several days of this, I became increasingly annoyed. I even started planning how I was going to politely ask my neighbor to keep the dog indoors a little longer in the mornings. One Saturday, I finally decided to investigate. I looked out the window expecting to see a dog running around the garden. Instead, there was nothing. No dog, no neighbor, nothing at all. The next morning, the barking returned. Determined to solve the mystery, I went outside with a cup of tea and followed the sound. To my surprise, it wasn't coming from my neighbor's house. It was coming from a tree at the end of the street. Sitting on one of the branches was a bird making the most convincing barking sounds I had ever heard. Apparently, a local pet owner had taught their parrot several noises over the years, including a dog's bark. The bird had escaped months earlier and now spent its morning sitting in the same tree, confusing the entire neighborhood. As I stood there staring at it, the parrot suddenly barked twice, then shouted, "Good boy," in a man's voice before flying away. I couldn't stop laughing. For a whole week I had been blaming an imaginary dog that didn't even exist. The funniest part was discovering that several neighbors had made the exact same mistake. By the end of the month, the barking parrot had become a local celebrity. Even now, whenever I hear a strange noise outside, I make sure it's actually what I think it is before complaining about it. Sometimes the explanation is far stranger than the problem.